What's up guys, Kyle here again, and today I'm gonna do something that I don't normally do, which is post a video, like a dedicated video on my socials that are not YouTube, and that's just because I'm like super excited. Last night I tracked Human Animal, my band's drums, for the first time because I finally got my live drum room set up here at the studio. So I figured I'd give you guys a little studio walkthrough and show you basically how we have everything set up right now. Just thought that would be fun, so let's go ahead and do that. Here is the actual live room. As you can see, we've got this big like A-frame type ceiling here, and there's just a lot of really nice, like natural sounding reverb in this room. And luckily I've got plenty of sound treatment in the form of amps and cabs that are already kind of lining the walls and stuff, and that is just taking care of a lot of the, probably the nasty echo and overtones that you would hear if the walls were bare and didn't have any treatment. Let's start over here with probably one of the coolest parts of the entire setup, and that is these Rode, I believe they are the NTK tube condenser microphones, and these were actually sold to me by Mark Lewis. Shout out Mark Lewis. These have been on a couple of Whitechapel records, if I am not mistaken, and he actually gave me a super good deal on these, so huge thank you, man. These are sounding amazing in the corner. I really need to play around with setup and stuff like that, but I kind of just tossed these up here. A little bit of a space pair, catching some of the echoes. I have them in the figure 8 pattern, or Omni, which I think it's a figure 8. So yeah, as you guys can tell, I don't really know what I'm talking about for the most part, but they sounded really, really good as far room microphones. Moving over here, we've got the SE Electronics VR1 ribbon microphones. Did I say that right? Yes, VR1. I always call them the V1Rs. And we've got this set up in like kind of the Blumline setup. We're roughly 6 or 7 feet back from the kit. I kind of sampled a couple different distances with these, and for right now, they sounded the best kind of right here where I have them. But amazing microphones for guitar cabs. This is the first time I've actually gotten to use them on any sort of drum recordings. So as a drum room microphone, a lot of people said that they like them for that, and honestly, I'm a fan as well so far. Before we get to the main kit, one of the best things is over here, going into this room and into the bathroom. We actually have an SE Electronics. This is their X1R. So this is a ribbon microphone as well, and it's just chilling on a stand. And as you can hear, we've got a lot of reverb in the bathroom here. There we are. Hi! So this microphone actually has been picking up a lot of really interesting stuff. Lots of low frequencies, just kind of thickening the drums up and stuff. So in here, the main microphone setup that we have, we are using the SE Electronics, I believe it's the, what do they call it? The V Arena kit, which usually I don't use whole kits of drum microphones. I kind of like to, I usually do like the D2, the Audix D2s on the toms, a D6 on the floor tom, D6 on the kick drum. I really like those microphones, but I threw up the, what are the actual models? The V-Beat on these, and I thought that they sounded excellent on the toms. Down here, we've got the V-Kick, and I actually don't have this, believe it or not, for metal. I have this in the classic mode for the EQs, because inside here, if you guys can see it, we've got the Beta 91A to kind of handle the click and stuff. So I've got the V-Kick pulled out, and I kind of wanted a little bit more fatness and a little bit of a like wider, more natural tone from this microphone to kind of fill in what the Beta 91A does not pick up. And then these are the, I believe the SE8 overheads, the small diaphragm condensers, and I was really, really impressed with these. I have been using these guys, the Austrian Audio OC18s on drum overheads, and then obviously we've got the C414s here. So I've got some great selections for overhead microphones, but these, as soon as I tossed these up, I mean, I did not plan on keeping these mics on the kit. I just wanted to try them out, and I am really, really impressed by them. So they sound fantastic. Down here, this is another Mark Lewis tip. I was, kind of sweating what microphones that I wanted to use on my snare, And he said as far as like common production microphones, the V7X sounds really, really good. So I've got to agree with him. I threw the V7X up on top and bottom snare, and seriously, it sounds incredible, dude. Like the snare just has a lot of body. It's got the crack, like the highs are accented in the right way. This has turned out to be a much longer video than I planned. Anyways, over here, shout out to Gator, because they sent me their snare rack, which is amazing to kind of have all my snares right here. I'm a bit of a snare freak, and I like to kind of just grab things and change them depending on what I'm feeling at the moment. So we've got a whole bunch of snares chilling here, and then I really need some sort of like solid microphone storage system, because I don't really have anywhere to put them. So I just kind of brought out all my mics that I would use on drums and just laid them out here in the experimenting phase. So we've got lots of cool stuff. Shout out Loughton Audio. They sent me some stuff a while ago that I really need to do some content with. SE Electronics sent me a couple things, and then most of the other stuff here is just stuff that I've bought over the years and kind of collected. So shout out Lewitt as well. Lewitt has sent me some cool stuff. And then over here, this is kind of one of the cooler parts, but also the more janky parts of the setup. This is one of the Gator Elite Rack units. This is an Elite Rack sidecar unit. It's on wheels. It's perfect because I can set up my interface here, and I can sit here and track myself on drums, because my actual like main control area is all the way over there. And that works out really, really well, and I'll show you why in just a minute. But this thing is like super sturdy. I only half put it together. There's supposed to be a door that goes here. There's more rack stuff, but I just needed a good solid rack space that I could kind of organize my interfaces and some other things on. So that's really nice. I've got this little Presonus headphone amp here, and this thing has been a piece of crap since the day I bought it. So I desperately need to upgrade my monitoring situation for the people who are actually recording stuff. This thing just cuts out all the time. It only works on like left side of the headphones for the most part. It's always giving me trouble, but it's all I have for right now. And then on top here, we've got my MacBook, which is what I track on. And here's the project that we recorded last night. And then I just have a pair of these M Audio BX5s here, just so that everybody who's tracking can hear things if we're trying to make decisions, because again, my main interface over there with the monitors, I don't have a way to send the signal over there to listen to it. I would like to get something much more compact for this space, and something that frankly sounds better, because these M Audio BX5s are not good monitors. But yeah, the cool thing about this setup, the way that I have it right now, is I'm actually screen mirroring from this MacBook Pro over to my old MacBook Air that I have connected to those monitors. So it wirelessly sends the video signal all the way over here. And then I have a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, so I can control that laptop and view it from over here. So yeah, you know, it works for now. It's certainly not the most ideal, but it definitely works, and I'll probably figure out something else. But I just needed to be able to not only record bands here, but I wanted to be able to track drums for myself easily and kind of have all the controls at my fingertips over there. So that's what we're going with for now. But yeah, dude, super, super excited. Like, I can't believe that this is mine. I can't believe this space is mine. Shout out to, again, SE Electronics. Shout out to Gravity Stands, because Gravity sent me all the stands that I'm currently using in the studio here. And then shout out to Zounds.com, because they sent the Focusrite Claret interfaces, and they actually did send this SE Electronics V kit, or the Arena kit. And then shout out to Gators, because Gator sent me all of these super nice headliner cables, as well as the snare rack over here and the sidecar over here. So yeah, dude, I feel incredibly blessed to be in a position that I'm in, where I get to work with companies like this and make all this stuff come true. Like, I've been collecting drum gear and like recording gear for a really long time. So it's not like, you know, I didn't actually have this stuff to begin with. I did have some stuff, but these companies have been helping me out, and it's 100% because of you guys watching the channel, supporting, and I can't thank you enough. Seriously, I shot a whole video on putting this drum room together that'll come out within the next couple of weeks, And I say over and over again, I feel incredibly blessed and fortunate to have the support from you guys that I do. And that's more true than ever, even in this weird period where like I'm not really putting out a lot of stuff and I feel very behind. I feel like I owe people a lot of things and I'm having a hard time kind of getting things out there. But stuff like this makes me really excited. And again, this doesn't happen without you guys. It's still kind of like a pinch me type moment, and I feel like I get to have those quite a lot. So huge shout to you guys, huge shout to all the brands that helped put this together. And there's going to be a full video coming up soon, including the drums that we tracked last night that sound incredible. So stay tuned. Peace.